Hi, this is Naomi with Sword and Steel, and today we're going to be enjoying White Dwarf issue 471, which has a Soulblight Battletome update for Soulblight Gravelords, and new rules for the Sisters Novitiate for 40k instead of just Kill Team, and a Tyranid Army of Renown that is called the Crusher Stampede, among other things. So, want to check it out with me? Alright, the nail palette, the paint that I'm using today is Premium Series Gold by Vallejo. La la. Alright, issue 471, Soulblight Battletome update. Excited to see what that is going to be. Path to Glory 3 game battle report. New rules for Sisters Novitiates. Oh, the new sisters from the Tau versus Sisters Kill Team. I'm glad to see that. Tyranid Army of Renown, Crusher Stampede, modeling articles for Middle-earth, and much more for Warhammer Age of Sigmar and Warhammer 40,000. On party business. It says, it is hard to believe it, but the Middle-earth strategy battle game and the Fellowship of the Ring film are both celebrating their 20th anniversaries. In the previous issue, you saw us kick off the celebration with the legendary battle report. A year ago, we kicked off with the Battle Report Hobby Bingo Challenge as a way to have fun with our Warhammer-related resolutions for the new year. The year has passed and the challenge has been a great success. Most of the team have completed full bingo card and more. We're so happy to see that many letters received from you showing your own bingo process. Ooh, model of the month. Achelian Echelon Guard. Look how pretty those colors are. Painted by Alessio Pizzo. Achelian green, presumably. Achelian green. It's so pretty. Nice use of these in replacement of the fly bases. Cool. Black Templar Blade Veterans by Stefano Marchiero. Oh, nice. Where do these come from? Cool, though. Ultramarines Ancient by Sebastian Boutineau. Boutineau, maybe? Paint question, the Novak Dynasty. Someone's asking a painting question, and that has been answered. Great color scheme. Conversion Corner, Trio of Mutants. Look at the big eyeball. Cute. What is going on? By Thomas Nally? These warriors were Stormcast Eternals, and then they became Chaos Warriors? Components from Chaos Warriors. What are they now, though? What are they supposed to be? To represent their allegiance to the Bloody Eye, I painted the demon symbol on the hunter's skull. Trio of Mutants. The Hunter, the Flayed, and the Seer. A Lehman Russ Vanquisher. I like the blue. And so it begins. The Helm's Deep. Ooh. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, that's exciting. Can't wait to see what that looks like finished. Let's see. Worlds of Warhammer delves into the background of the Age of Sigmar and the 41st millennium, looking at how stories are created and legends are born. This issue, Andy Clark provides some useful tips on how to create a background for your army. Hello, Andy. Games from Beyond. Oh, you can make your own background. Roll 1, origin story. Roll 2, mission. Roll 3, home base. Roll 4, army quirk. That sounds fun. Okay. My Black Templars are... The foe have broken through every bulwark thrown up against them. Now this army has been mustered as the last line of defense. Kill. Oh, roll these 1 to 3 table. Oopsies. Okay, what did I get? Desperate defense. Okay, I'm actually on table B. Missed a part. I'm on table B, and now 4. Conjured into being, whether by the whims of gods, mighty sorcerers, or the desperate prayers of the faithful, this force manifested from the beyond. I don't know whether that works for Black Templars. Might have to try that one again. Manifested from the beyond by the force of mighty sorcerers. This is gotta be for Age of Sigmar, not for 40k. Well, that was fun though. Okay. Ah, cute. Has some options. Ultramarine, Strike Force, Gladius, Gorzogs, Ironjaws, Tyrannid, Splinterfeet, codename Arachne. Some of the people did it. 3 different armies. Cool. From the maelstrom of us. I'm just gonna imagine Black Templar finding out that they were summoned from the beyond. Alright, from the maelstrom of Sundered World, the 8 realms were born, and with this birth began a war to claim them. Look at these guys. Look at all these painted fellows. Lovely. Tale of 4 warlords. The mortal realms are in turmoil following the Shaiish Necroquake, and the fate of countless lands hangs in the balance. We got Lumineth, Realm Lords, Slaves to Darkness with some nice red highlighting, or source lighting. Cities of Sigmar and Hedonites. Absolute. Cute. Defenders of Mount Avalanor. Oh, pretty. By Martin Egion. Pretty. Umnai's Wrath by Miyuki Folks. Look at that Be'lakor. Oh. A little guy underneath him. Yeah. Marikor Bloodscat. The Order of Morda. Added some dwarves by Rich Packer. And the Host of Excess. Taking Things to the Extreme by Callum McPherson. Man, look at that. Very cleanly done. The Jade Kingdom. The Jade Kingdoms. Gyron is a land of great mystical cycles that is home to flora and fauna of all kinds, and its natural beauty is wondrous to behold. Or rather, it was, for Gyron has been marked by Grandfather Nurgle, and his vile plagues have sunk deep into its bedrock. Things are changing. We're getting there. Oh, Nurgle. Ooh, pretty. Alariel. And some Dryads and Revenants. Oh, some Kurnoth Hunters in the back. Whew, big. Gravelords. 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 Tree Lords. What are you talking about? The Everspring Swath, located near the center of the Realm of Life. The Everspring Swath is a series of vast islands connected through ancient channels of life magic. Wellsprings of life. Oh, lore. Lore. The biodiversity of Gyron is truly remarkable. Every form of habitat conducive to life can be found somewhere across the expanse of the Jade Kingdom. Yet, with the coming of Nurgle to the lands, much of that life has taken on an odious edge, and the continents of Gyrons are marked by profound corruption. Cool, I gotta read that. The term celestial. Tremble, mortals, and lock your doors tight when the light of Hysh fades, for the soul-like Gravelords are abroad. At the head of the hordes of the walking dead come the vampires, blood-drinking monsters who hunger for domination and seek to drag the lands of the living into their morbid empires. Some Blood Knights. Battle of Dama. That lady. Can't remember her name. Loka. Loka Vi. Loka Vi. Battle Worms. Oh, the Gravelords update. Okay, what do we got? Welcome to the Battle Tome Soul-Blight Gravelords update. Over the following pages, you will find a host of new and exciting rules to use alongside Battle Tome Soul-Blight Gravelords in open, narrative, and matched play. This section contains a new battle trait for all Soul-Blight Gravelord armies, a new battle trait for Legion of Blood armies, and new mount traits that can be given to a hero in a Soul-Blight Gravelords army that is riding a zombie dragon. The Invidian War. The last section is a campaign arc for your Soul-Blight Gravelords to play through. It tells the story of a group of rival Soul-Blight Gravelords as they try to gain influence and control over the continent of Invidia in the Realm of Life. What? Realm of Life? No, that's Sylvaneth territory. Shoot. Vamos. Soul-Blight Gravelord's battle trait is Deadly Coordination. In the combat phase, after a Soul-Blight Gravelord's hero that is not a monster has fought in that phase for the first time, you can pick one friendly summonable unit that has not yet fought in that phase, that is within 3 inches of an enemy unit, and that is wholly within 12 inches of that friendly hero. This summonable unit fights immediately in the combat phase after a friendly hero has fought. Okay, I like that. Yeah. Hero fights, and then you add in your summonables before your opponent fights back. That sounds like a nice trait. Deadly Coordination. Legion of Blood battle trait, specifically Unparalleled Expertise. When you add a Legion of Blood Vampire Lord to your army, you must decide if they have martial expertise or arcane expertise. Martial, add 1 to attacks. If a Death Lance or Vampiric Sword used by a Legion of Blood Vampire Lord that has martial expertise, add 2 to the attacks of Soulblind. Okay, add 1 to the attacks of a Death Lance or Vampiric Sword for the Vampire Lord, or add 2 to the attacks for Soulbound Blades used by Vampire Lord. Cool. Or add 1 to the first casting, dispelling, or unbind roll in each hero phase for a Vampire Lord that has arcane expertise, that is mounted on a vampire zombie dragon. Add 2 to the first casting, dispel if it is not mounted on the zombie dragon. Cool. That's nice. Yeah. I like both of those. Legion of Blood traits. Very straightforward. Easy to remember. Mount traits. You can pick one hero with a zombie dragon mount in your army to have the following mount traits. Locus of Death. When you use the Deathly Invocation ability, If you pick this unit as the hero that determines the number of units affected by that ability, then you could add 1 to the number of units that are affected. Well, that seems alright. Fetid Miasma. When this unit attacks with its pestilential breath, you can reroll the dice that determines the damage characteristic for that attack. I like that as well. If you guys have a zombie dragon hero, then you should chat about in the comments which one you would choose. And how excited you are about these possibilities. Some core battalions. You can include the following core battalions in a Soulblight Graveyard's army if the battle pack you are using says you can use core battalions, of course. Radukar's Court, Fellwing's Flock, or Death Stench Drove. Okay. So the Radukar's Court requires Radukar the Wolf, Gorslav the Gravekeeper, Torgilius the Chamberlain, as you would expect, I would imagine. Everyone who was originally in Radukar's Court, forced to be together, are now together again. Watch Captain Halgrim, Vargskir, Corsic Night Guard unit, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and Verkos Bloodborne unit. Has to be in here for, what do they get? This ability. Magnificent. When you pick enhancements for your army, you can pick 1 extra enhancement. So basically, if you were hoping to get these guys together anyway, then you now have the ability to pick 1 extra enhancements, which is nice. Fellwing's Flock, which is 2 to 3, at least 2, up to 3 bats. And nope, your bats. Vargeist. Okay, Vargeist and bats. And you guys get, once per battle, 1 unit from this battalion can receive the at the double or forward. Oh, right. Soulblight. No, I'm thinking Ossiarch Bone Reapers. Never mind. Once per battle, 1 unit from this battalion can receive at the double or forward to victory command without the command being issued and without a command point being spent. And then in this one, we need a Corpse Cart unit, at least 1, could have 2. 2 Direwolves units and 2 Deadwalker zombie units. To give you, once per battle, 1 unit from this battalion can receive the all-out attack or unleash hell command without the command being issued and without a command point being spent. Some open play, a twist, some match play, grand strategies. You get a grand strategy of when the battle ends, you can complete this grand strategy if you control more grave sites than your opponent. Okay. Control of grave sites is determined in the same way as control of objective markers. Okay. Sure. Battle tactics at the start of your 1, 2, 3 different battle tactics. Yeah. You can pick 1 battle tactic from the list below. Okay, so 3 different battle tactics that are more suitable for Soulblight Gravelords. 1, Callous Overlord. Pick 1 friendly summonable unit that is more than 3 inches from all enemy units. You complete this battle tactic if that friendly unit is destroyed this turn. Ha! I like it. It's forcing your opponent to do something they don't want to do. That could be powerful. Interesting. Well, making them pause at the very least. Cool. Lust for Blood. You complete this battle tactic if your general or 2 other friendly vampire models use the Hunger and or Mortarch of Blood ability to heal any wounds during this turn. Oh, cool. Alright. And Unstoppable Armies. You complete this battle tactic if during this turn you roll a 5+ when determining if you can replace a destroyed unit from your army using the Endless Battle trait. I mean, quite specific, but yeah, why not? And you cannot pick the same battle tactic more than once per battle, so cool. That's nice. Path to Glory stuff. Path to Glory stuff. The Invidian War. Oh, here's the campaign. Ooh. The continent of Invidia is hostile to the servants of Nagash, for not only does it reside in the realm of life, it is also infused with the corrupting power of Nurgle. But you, as an enterprising vampire, have seen potential in the land. Do you dare to claim it? Cute. Playing the campaign. Winning the campaign, gaining influence. Player A, player B, player C, and player D. Cool. That sounds fun. Rules of engagement. Rules of engagement curated by the Age of Sigmar Games developers focuses on the creation, design, and evolution of the rules for Warhammer Age of Sigmar. This issue, Sam Pearson, hello Sam, beats a path to our door to tell us about the virtues of narrative gaming. Know where you are too? Or is this people that you're beating through? What is a Path of Glory then? Path to Glory has not only been an integral part of Warhammer Age of Sigmar since its inception, but dates back to the world that was in the days of Warhammer Fantasy Battle. It has its roots in the Realm of Chaos books published in the late 80s and early 90s. At its heart, Path to Glory has always been about telling the story of a champion and their followers. As you fight battles with your heroes, they grow in power and influence until your warband becomes a force of mighty warriors, or they are ignominiously defeated. Why should you play it? Reason 1, you can conquer territories. Reason 2, you can raise a mighty stronghold. Reason 3, you will embark on epic quests and fill your vault with treasure. I mean, I'd play it. I haven't had a chance to try it out very much at all. But I would. Reason 4, you will have to deal with injuries, casualties, and deaths. Reason 5, your warriors gain renown, ranks, and veteran abilities. Reason 6, it's our most flexible campaign. Reason 7, new battle tomes filled with Path to Glory content. True. Reason 8, you can upgrade your heroes' war scrolls. Conclusion is what goes through. Quest of Burning Blood. Oh, it's the battle report. What is the battle report? It is Khorne, bright, beautiful looking flesh hounds. Khorne. Just admiring the Khorne guys. Versus also beautiful looking Nighthound. Must go through that battle report. Okay. Oh, it's in the middle of the battle report. White. Oh, 2222. Okay, cool. I will pull that out. Yep, definitely going to do better this time. Ooh, Invidian War Campaign. Oh, cool. Nice. In the grim darkness of the far future, there is only war, and there's plenty of it in this issue's Flashpoint series, which includes new rule stories and background, plus that Red Gabo returns. Ooh, Black Templar. The Red and the Dead. Part 2. The galaxy is being torn asunder, new war zones exploding into life with ever-increasing frequency. In the Octarius sector, High Marshal Helbrick of the Black Templars declares the start of the Dammerhall Crusade. I wonder what the... an Imperial counterstrike to drive out the alien menace from Abuntia. Oh, right, you. Abuntantia. None other than the Black Templars chapter master High Marshal Helbrick led the heirs of Sigismund from aboard his flagship Eternal Crusader. Oh, there it is. I was wondering what the seal of this crusade would look like. There it is. Nice art there. Nice. The worm below. Deep beneath the surface of Abuntantia, The Black Templars are on the hunt for alien life forms. Auspex is ringing with dozens of confirmed contacts. They descended into the bowels of the planet's storage facilities to purge the Xenos taint. Ooh. Ooh. Gotta read that. That's one. Oh, you gotta read this. Oh, that. The Butcher Town Wars. The Butcher Towns of Abundantia are vital to the war effort of the Octaris sector as they provide countless raw materials for the Imperial forces. Yet the Orcs, Tyranids, and Genestealer cults have taken a great interest in them too. Wazaf! It's for the Black Templars. Shoo! Vamos! Butcher Town, mission briefing, mission rules. Flashpoint. Octaria Crusade relics. Crusade stuff. Octarian Quadriform totem. Arachnal injector nodes. Horn of the Ashkavar behemoth. Hello. Butcher Town Thunderbrawl Strike Force. Mission briefing, mission rules, stratagems. Pile driving strikes, unstoppable impact, mission objective. Army of Renown, the Crusher Stampede. Okay. Alright. At the height of Tyranid invasions, when the opposition is fierce enough, the Hive Fleet produces entire hordes of monstrous creatures to overwhelm the foe. When they attack, the horizon is filled with enormous, hungering beasts. Okay. An Army of Renown is a specialized force that has earned fame or infamy across the 41st millennium, the experience of which has given its warriors unique skills to use on the battlefield. An Army of Renown is a variant army list for a particular faction in Warhammer 40,000 that is themed around a particular disposition of forces. Each imposes certain restrictions on what units can be included, but it also grants access to a wider range of rules such as stratagems, relics, etc. to reflect that Army of Renown's unique methods of waging war in the 41st millennium. If you wish your army to become an Army of Renown, it must first adhere to all the restrictions laid out for that Army of Renown. It must be battle-forged, and it must not include any specialist detachments. You can then make a note in the Army Faction section of your army roster of which Army of Renown your army is. Some or all of these units in an Army of Renown then gain the benefits listed, such as new keywords, abilities, stratagems, etc. Note that your army does not automatically become an Army of Renown just because it happens to abide by the restrictions. You must choose for it to be an Army of Renown. Though it appears in the Flashpoint Octarius section, the Crusher Stampede does not have a Flashpoint keyword or other rules limiting its use to Flashpoint Octarius games. The Crusher Stampede is an Army of Renown and is legal for all types of play. So, let us check it out then. Restrictions. Your army cannot include any swarm units and cannot contain any models with wounds characteristic of 2 or less. Well, that's interesting. For each unit from your army that does not have the monster keyword, your army must include at least one monster unit. All units from your army must have the Tyranids keyword and be drawn from the same Hive Fleet. Benefits. All units from your army gain the Crusher Stampede keyword. I don't see that as a benefit, but sure. Units from your army without the monster keyword gain the Shielded by the Hive Mind ability, which is here. This unit can never gain a Hive Fleet adaptation. Models in this unit have a 5+ invuln save. Cool. Okay. That's the non-monster dudes. Monster units from your army gain the Hulking Behemoth ability, which is this unit can never gain a Hive Fleet adaptation. Models in this unit have a 5+ invuln save. Each time an attack is allocated to a model in this unit, subtract 1 from the damage characteristic of that attack. Well, that's nice. Models in this unit count as a number of models. Models in this unit count as having as a number of models equal to the remaining wounds for the purpose of determining the control of objective markers. Ooh. Cool. Nice. You have access to the Crusher Stampede Warlord traits and stratagems. Crusher Stampede Psychers from your army can generate their psychic powers from the mass Convergence. Discipline. Third, the Warlord traits are Raging Influence, Aura. While a friendly Crusher Stampede monster unit is within 6 inches of this Warlord, each time a model in that unit makes a melee attack, an unmodified hit roll of 6 scores 1 additional hit. Nice. Savage Intimidation. While an enemy unit is within 3 inches of this Warlord, each time a model in that unit makes a melee attack, subtract 1 from that attack's hit roll. While an enemy, cool. Each time a combat attrition is taken, combat attrition test is taken for that unit, subtract 1 from that combat attrition test. Alright. Rampaging Beast. Once per turn, when this Warlord is selected to fight, it can use this Warlord trait. If it does, until the end of the phase, add D3 to the Warlord's attack characteristic. Alright. Once per turn, sure. Sounds alright. Would be quite nasty. Stratagems. 2 command points. Use this Thunderous Impact. Use this stratagem in the fight phase. When a monster model from your army has finished a pile-in move, select 1 monster or vehicle unit within engagement range of that model. Until the end of the phase, that model can only make attacks against the selected unit, and each time it makes an attack, add 1 to the attack's hit roll, add 1 to the attack's wound roll, add 1 to the attack's damage roll. What? Tyrannid beasts see enemy vehicles monsters as the most significant threats and fight furiously to bring them down. Oh, okay. I misread it. So your monster fights their monster and only their monster, but they get +1 to attack, +1 to wound, and +1 to damage. So worth it for 2 command points. Cool. Okay, Terrifying Charge, 1 command point. Use this stratagem at the start of the morale phase. Select 1 enemy unit within engagement range of a Crusher Stampede monster model from your army that made a charge move this turn. Until the end of the turn, subtract 3 from the leadership characteristic of models in that unit. Oh, well, I mean, maybe. You did have stuff to have anything to do with leadership, and they've got low leadership besides that. They could definitely run away. Oh, it's at the start of the morale phase too. Okay. That's handy. Very handy. Unbreakable Chitin. Is it chitin or chitin? I can never remember. I think it's chitin. Use this stratagem in any phase. Or is it one that both people use? I don't know. Use this stratagem in any phase when a Crusher Stampede unit from your army is selected as the target of an attack. Until the end of the phase, each time an attack is made against that unit, an unmodified wound roll of 1, 2, or 3 for that attack fails, irrespective of any abilities that that weapon or the model making the attack may have. Nice! If that unit contains 5 or more models, or contain any models with wounds characteristic of 10 or more, this stratagem costs 2 instead of 1. Death Surge. Use the stratagem in the fight phase for 2 command points. When a Crusher Stampede monster, excluding character models from your army, is destroyed, do not remove that monster from play. It can fight after the attack's models unit have finished making attacks. When doing so, the Crusher Stampede model is considered to have full wounds for the purposes of determining the characteristics on its profile. After resolving the model's attacks, it is then removed. Simple enough. Breaking Through, 1 command point. Use the stratagem in your charge phase. When a Crusher Stampede monster finishes a charge move, select 1 enemy model within engagement range of that monster model and roll a number of d6 equal to that monster's model's remaining wounds. If that monster's model strength characteristic is higher than that model's toughness characteristic, if the monster's model strength is higher than the enemy model's toughness, for each 3+, that enemy model's unit suffers 1 mortal wound to a maximum of 6 mortal wounds. That is quite nice. That seems certainly worth it for 1 command point. If that monster model's strength characteristic is the same as the enemy model's toughness characteristic, for each 4+, the enemy unit suffers 1 mortal wound to a maximum of 6 mortal wounds. If that monster's model's strength is less, on a 5+, that enemy unit suffers 1 mortal wound to a maximum of 6 mortal wounds. That is certainly worth it for 1 command point. Whew. Cool. Rapid Adaptation, 1 command point. Use the stratagem before the battle. When you are mustering your army, select 1 Tyrannid Warriors unit from your army Models in that unit have a weapon skill of 2+ and a ballistic skill of 3+. You can only use this stratagem once unless you are playing a strike force battle, in which case you can use it twice, or an onslaught battle, in which case you can use it 3 times. Cool, that's nice. Enhanced brain functions, 1 command point or 2. Use a stratagem in your shooting phase. Select 1 Crusher Stampede Tyranids warrior unit from your army that is within engagement range of any enemy models. Until the end of the phase, models in that unit make ranged attacks using the big guns never tire rule. As if they had the monster keyword. If that unit contains 5 or more models, it costs 2. It costs 1 command point, otherwise it costs 2 command points. Cool. Massive Convergence Discipline. Before the battle, you can generate psychic powers for any of your psychic units using the Mass Convergence Discipline below. Synaptic Barrier is a possibility. It is a blessing. Has a warp charge of 6. If manifested, select 1 friendly model within 18 inches of the psyker until the start of your next psychic phase. That model has a 4+ info. That's alright. Aggressive Surge, blessing, has a warp value of 6. If manifested, select 1 friendly model within 18 inches of the psyker until the start of your next psychic phase. Add D3 to the attack characteristic of that model. Cool. Blessing has a warp charge value of 6. Infused energies. If manifested, select 1 friendly unit, excluding synapse units within 18 inches of the psyker, until the start of your next psychic phase. Each time a model in that unit makes a melee attack, you can reroll the hit roll. Huh. Wow. Nice spells. Cool. New rules? New rules? Oh, yes, that's right. I learned this. Zealotry's Inception. The Battle Sisters of the Adeptus Sororitas are warrior zealots who fight to defend the faith of the Imperium in the face of heretics, mutants, xenos, witches, and demons. Yet even the most experienced sister began her long road of war and prayer as a novitiate. Okay, here we are, Sisters Novitiate Squad. Unit is 10 models. Unit cost is 75, and the Ministorum Flamer is 5 points. The Plasma Pistol is 5 points. The Power Sword is 5 points. The Sacred Banner is 5 points, and the Simulacrum Imperialis is 5 points. So, it's been a while since I assembled these. Let's see. Every Sister Initiate is equipped with an auto pistol, an auto gun, frag grenades, crack grenades, and the Novitiate Superior is equipped with a bolt pistol, bolt gun, frag grenades, and crack grenades. Their movement is 6 inches, 4+ weapon skill, 3+ ballistic skill, 3 strength, 3 toughness, 1 wounds, 1 attack, except for the Superior has 2 attacks, 7 leadership, the Superior is 8, 4+ save, Superior is 3+. Okay, for 75 points. 7.5 per wound. The Sacred Banner allows them to reroll advance and charge rolls made for the bearer's unit. The Simulacrum Imperialis, once per phase, the bearer's unit can perform an act of faith, even if another unit from your army has already performed an act of faith during this phase. The Novitiate Superior's bolt gun and bolt pistol can be replaced with one of the following: 1 bolt pistol and 1 power sword, 1 plasma pistol and 1 power sword. I think I chose the plasma pistol and power sword when I was assembling her. I think 1 Sister's Novitiate autogun can be replaced with 1 Sacred Banner. 1 Novitiate's autogun can be replaced with 1 Simulacrum Imperialis. Up to 2 Sisters Novitiates can have their autogun replaced with Ministorum Flamers. I did do that. Yeah, pretty sure I did that. Any number of Sisters Novitiates can have their auto gun replaced with Novitiate melee weapons. I do not remember what I chose. I may have chosen melee weapons. Novitiate melee weapons. I don't remember. I did it for Kill Team. Don't remember what it was. Impetuous Fervor. Each time this unit fights, if it made a charge move this turn until that fight is resolved. Add 1 to the attack characteristic of all models in this unit. Sisters Novitiate. If your army is Battle Forged, you cannot include more Sisters Novitiate units than Battle Sister Squad units in each Adeptus Sororitas detachment in your army. Okay, no problem. Sure. Feels like you should Fight's charge move that you should be going with melee weapons. Melee weapons are 4 strength, AP 0, 1 damage. Each time the bear fights, it makes an additional attack with this weapon. Yeah. Feels like that's what you should go with. Grab the 2 Ministorm Flamers for 10 more points, 85 points. Plasma Pistol and a Power Sword, 10 more points, that'd be 95 points. You can reroll advanced rolls and charge rolls. I guess you would want to do that if you were their autogunners replaced with novitiates. Guess you'd want to do that, but for 5 more points, that'd be 100 points for 10 models, 10 points per wound, 10 points for 2 attacks. But their weapon skill is 4+ versus their ballistic skill is 3+. Maybe. Do let me know what you think about the Sisters Novitiate Squad. Well, I have a Sisters Novitiate Squad. I better find out how I assemble them, because that'll kind of decide how I play them. They are not currently available alone in a box set at this time. They're only available in the Kill Team Chalnath. And I will even add the video to the description of this battle for this White Dwarf so that you can have a look at them up close and personal. The glorious Christmassy revolution. Over 2 decades ago, the Red Gabo emerged from the wastelands of Gorka Morka to bring hope, unity, and grenades to the downtrodden Gretchen of Gorka Morka. Now he, or a Grat who looks just like him, seeks to bring revolution to the galaxy. How cute. The Red Gabo. On this page, you will find a new data sheet for orcs. Used alongside Codex Orcs, it allows you to field this legendary model in your games. The rules here can be used in any type of play, open narrative or matched, and full points are provided to help you balance your forces. Warhammer Legends will not form part of your ongoing balance review for the wider Warhammer 40k game. And we don't recommend Legends units for competitive tournaments. This means that the event organizers and attendees alike can guarantee that everything they're playing with is easily available to everyone and has been subject to the same rigorous balance and playtesting process. Of course, organizers are also free to specify that they will be including Legends rules if they like, allowing the use of the full range at their event. So this be for fun for 50 points. The Red Gabo on Bouncer. 10-inch movement, 4+ weapon skill, 3+ ballistic skill, 3 strength, 5 toughness, 5 wounds, 5 toughness, well, it has a squig. 3 attacks, 6 leadership, 4+ save. On the Red Gabo on Bouncer is equipped with custom Grot Blaster, Bounce's Jaws, Stick Bombs. Your army can only include 1 the Red Gabo mini. The Revolution with a friendly Gretchen unit. While a friendly Gretchen unit is within 6 inches of this model, each time you make a combat attrition test for that unit, add 1 to the result. So it's like runt herd. Red Gabo. This model can be included in any orc detachment without preventing other units in the detachment from gaining a clan culture. However, that this model does not itself benefit from any clan culture. If this model is your warlord, it has the inspiring warlord trait. Pointy decorations. After this unit makes a charge move, you can select 1 enemy unit within 1 inch of it and roll a d6. On a 4+, that unit suffers d3 mortal wounds. That's cool. For 50 points. Bounce's Jaw. Bounce's Jaw. Custom Grot Blaster, 12-inch range, DACA 3 or 2, 5 strength, AP -1, 2 damage. And bounces jaws. Melee 6 strength, AP -2, 2 damage. Each time the bear fights, it makes 3 additional attacks with this weapon, and no more than 3 attacks can be made with this weapon. Each time an attack is made with this weapon, an unmodified wound roll of 6 inflicts 3 mortal wounds on the target, and the attack sequence ends. Kill. Stick bombs as well. Nice. It has Wab ability. The power of the red couple. Ooh, the little reincarnations. Cute. Okay. Glory points for the Underworld. Under what? Soulplay. Ooh. Fiction. The Road of the Hollow King by John French. Stalking his prey across the realms, Cato Ezekiar arrives at the city of Glimmerheart in need of respite. Yet the taint of chaos lingers upon the land, and he soon finds himself drawn into a conflict with the servants of the dark gods. There and back again. Ooh, there's a lot of stuff going on. The Lord of the Rings is one of the greatest fantasy stories ever told, loved by millions of people around the world. Middle-earth manager Rob Alderman takes a look at the game that was inspired by the novels and films and its incredible 20-year adventure. Cool. Ah, Smough. It's so big and inexpensive. Scenes of Middle-earth. A knife in the dark. Ooh. Cool. Ah, the work in progress. Oh, fun. Fool of Atuk. The Gates of Moria. Oh, look at that. That was done nicely. Oh, this is gonna be fun. So much fun to look. Ooh. And now there's a new board game of it. Legions of Middle-earth. The Muster of Rohirrim. The Army of the Dead. Looks good. Nice. I like how that was done. By Luke Blick. The Three Hunters by David Morley. Must be so fun. Lake Town Captain by Martin Peterson. Gollum. Goblin Captain and Bilbo by Natalie Slynn. Look how Goblin was painted. Good job. Must be so teeny weeny. Oh, Arwen by Lewis Collins. Mary and Sam by Maxime Corbel. Tom Bombadil by Max Faley. Gollum again by Max Faley. Look at that guy. Fishes. Wriggling fishes. Warriors of Middle-earth by J. Clare. Farmer Maggot. And Gandalf the White. Cool. By Dan Collister. Heroes of Middle-earth. Dilgamor. Frodo and Sam in orc armor. Keeper of the Dungeons. Thranduil, King of Mirkwood. Inside the studio. And so we come to the end of the magazine. Pathfinders on Patrol. I like that. Looks nice. By Tom Moore. Grishnak and Snaga. By Andy. The Other Rudikar by Tom Moore. The Other Rudikar. Okay. Radukar. Sorry. Here we go. Ooh. Oh. Ben Humber. Final score 140. Dan Harden. Nice. I like those. Those are pretty skeletons. Final score 1,280. Good. job. 81 models. Boy, Jonathan Stapleton. Pretty. 72 models. Matt Hudson. 117 models done. Oh, look at that. Look at that guy. Oh, he looks good. Treebeard. Sophie Bostock. Lyle Lowry did 71 models. Sophie Bostock did 79. That's awesome. Dudes. I love some. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you thought about the new rules in this book and how excited you are to play some of them or read some of them if you're still stuck not being able to play with anyone. It's still nice to go through all of these, I think. I will catch you in the next video. Bye! Alright. Sisters. Melee weapon. Melee weapon. Yeah, sure, that counts as a melee weapon. Melee weapon. Flamer. Melee weapon. Flamer. Superior does have a plasma pistol and power sword. So that's extra 10 points. That's the Imperialis. Simulacrum Imperialis. So get to perform an extra act of faith. That means you don't have any melee weapons, but hey, I get to perform an extra act of faith. I guess that's worth it. That's 5 more points, so we're looking at 90 points, and then melee weapons, 90 points. Oh, the Minister and Flamers are okay. 100 points. That's what I got. 100 points. Don't have the Sacred Banner to reroll advanced rolls and charge rolls. Guess I'll just have to use a command point if I need to. It's alright, it's fine. But yeah, they are definitely suited for melee, which is probably how they were supposed to be set up for Kill Team. So Kill Team, or Kill Team Sisters, maybe already set up for melee, which I think is the best anyway. Tell me if I'm wrong. Would you like auto guns with rapid fire 1, 3 strength, 0 AP, and 1 damage for 24-inch range? Or would you like melee where they go in and get slaughtered? Clearly that is the way to go. Yeah, they're going to be objective fodder seekers. Yes.